scream now. What's up, y'all? Uncle Bull Cow, I'm back here. I got the Don't Scream Chip Challenge. Yeah, never tried this one before. This is made by Fossi, F-S-S-A-I. And I thought that this was going to be the Jolo Chip, but guess what? Something new? You can't beat it. So I was looking for the Jolo Chip Challenge. I heard it tastes better than the One Chip Challenge. And I know they come from India, so you can actually get them from India. But so this is it, the Don't Scream Chip Challenge. Extremely dangerous. And there it is. Boy, it's very light. I mean, all of them are, but you know. Alright, there's the back. Warning, eat at your own risk, not for the faint heart. Shouldn't it say faint of heart? Not for the faint heart. Not everyone will enjoy the extreme heat. Do not eat if you're sensitive to spicy foods, allergic to peppers, nightshades, or capsaicin, or are pregnant or have any medical condition. Keep out of the reach of children. After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap and do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. After this, hell should be easy. Come on. Keep out of reach of children again. It's got some nutritional facts. Ingredients: corn, canola oil, Carolina Reaper pepper, Trinidad scorpion, Butch tea, there we go, ghost pepper, boot jolokia, same thing, jalapeno seasoning, iodized salt, calcium phosphate, sodium propionate. That's a new one. Manufactured by Nova Web Innovations. Hybridad. Oh, so this is it. This is it's out of India, but it's not called the Jolo Chip, and it's not by the same company. But you can do a at Scream Chip to find these guys. And I never heard of this, so I was actually looking for the Jolo Chip and ran across this said Jolo Chip. The actually thumbnail for this has the package. At the top, it's hard to see because I put my thumbnail writing over it, but it said Jolo Chip, then had the picture of the skull. So they must be the same company. Yeah. I guess the rules, there's no rules that come in this, but I guess the rules are just eat it and see how long you can go without taking a drink of water. Anyone, man, it's tiny. It's, oh my God, it's a tiny little chip. Ooh. Now it smells. The One Chip don't really have much of a smell to it. This thing smells like, I mean, concentrated pepper. So, I'm Uncle Bull Cow. This is the Don't Scream Chip Challenge. Let's go. Definitely tastes better than One Chip. Almost, I mean, it tastes just like straight pepper powder. Yeah, it's legit hot. Is it the same heat as the One Chip? You're gonna have to give me a minute. Now, I will say this, that when I did the One Chip Challenge, the first time that I did it, I put Carolina Reaper salsa on it, and it wasn't that bad, flavor or heat-wise, because it was getting covered up with something that tasted good. Then, second time that I did it, I put like Reaper salsa, fresh pods, and pepper powder on it, and still wasn't that bad. The third time, I ate one dry. It was my first time ever eating a dry Paqui chip. I think it was like December. Well, yeah, it was December of 22. I was late to the party on that one, guys. And it tasted terrible. And I will never eat a 2022 Paqui One Chip again. This tastes way better. And when I did the dry one anyways, so I did the dry one, I was at work, and I ate it. And I was like, all right, well, it's got some heat by itself without all the other condiments on it. But what was weird was after I ended the video and I got up and was walking around, it kind of ramped back up. So there was this build to it. Now this, I'd say it's at its peak right now. Good tongue burn. It's very hard to compare it to Paqui because when I did the Paqui before I got sick and I had a little bit of a spice tolerance, now I get burned off of anything, but I'm still willing to burn. It's just that I get wrecked easy. So I'd say that my judgment is off a little bit to where it was. But this is better for me to explain to new chili heads and people with low tolerances. It's better that I am like this, so I'm not mad. It's gonna be harder. There's some challenges I might not partake in. So legit tongue burn on the side of my tongue right here. This is where I chewed it. Was a little more intense. Lip burn going on. Didn't get much of a throat burn from it. But I don't get throat burn too bad from most powder-based products. Fresh pods is what does it to my throat. Tincture sometimes. It's legit, guys. Yeah. I'd say this is real. This would be something. Man, if they were cheaper, I'd buy a whole case of them. This would be something that I would like to take out to the streets and burn people with, or give to newer chili heads that just want to get their feet wet in a challenge, but they're scared. I would give them this over the Paqui. I think they're both about the same heat. This, like I said, this may be burning me a little more than it would have 6 months ago, but yeah, nice natural burn, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving the burn that I got going on. There's not really much aftertaste left in my mouth, which is good. The Paqui chip is terrible tasting, and it's like, you know, after you eat it, you want to drink something or eat something else to get the taste out of your mouth. So that's what's the bad experience of the Paqui chip. To people that have never ate anything hot, sure, they're getting wrecked, right? To the people that, you know, they make it through the heat, but they're like, the aftertaste is just, you know, or that taste gets stuck in their mouth. It's not good. So I think this would be a better testimony to burn people. I don't have money to buy a whole lot of these, but I would. And this is something I would do multiples thereof of this if I had them. So good job on this. Yeah. Now some people have, you know, I've seen people do the Jolo Chip. The Jolo Chip has been out for a while, and this may be it. The only thing is that the Jolo Chip says that it has activated charcoal in it. This does not. And so, and I think that the Jolo Chip, from what I heard, has a little more salt. So it's got a little more flavor to it. This is good. This is good. It just tastes like pepper powder. There's not really much of a flavor. Like, there's a good amount of powder. You guys seen what was on it. So it's a lot of powder. So the little bit of salt and, you know, of course, the corn you don't really taste. But yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. So the Don't Scream Chip challenge. Yeah. Wow. Comment below if you've ever had this. I searched and I found a guy on YouTube last night, and he replied back to me. I don't remember his name, but he's not somebody I'm familiar with, but he's done some challenges and he can handle heat. But I watched him do it yesterday. I didn't get to hear him talk because he sped up. He did like a 10-minute afterburn. He sped up a lot of it, but he did talk, you know, as soon as he's done chewing it, and then afterwards. And when he was chewing it, he's like, doesn't really have much flavor, you know. He's like, and whatnot. But he didn't say it tastes terrible, which is what you would say when, you know, you eat a Paqui Chip. So, yeah, until the 2023 Paqui Chip comes out, a lot of people are looking for something to do that's similar. I know that you have the Fiery Jacks, you know, from England or whatever, with the 16 million. Some of you might have to try Mrs. Bulkow's Death Cracker. Nobody's ever tried that except me. Anyways, my wife is she actually made me a 1 cracker challenge. It was the best tasting challenge ever out there, and I just took 1 bite of it, and she ate some of it, and she left it on the table for me last night. And I had some hot chicken. It was coconut chicken, but I put a bunch of super hots in it, and I was burning. And she goes, "There's your cracker." I was like, "I'm good." But anyways, yeah, don't scream. Chip challenge. Legit, man. Legit heat. You know that the top League of Fire guys could probably put away, you know, 20 or 30 of these, whatever. This is the thing, though. I think that if somebody were to do multiples of this, they would get a freaking good burn. Because there's no burn, there's no time in between. So if you were to sit there and just pound these one right after another, you would get ripped. You'd get ripped because you got to chew them real good, and they got so much pepper powder on them that I think this would be a legit. And you know what? If I ever, if I ever run across a deal on these, I may do multiples thereof.